Heyo, I'm Kalani White. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you are not new here, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry I've been gone for a while. I've just been struggling with my health lately, so I didn't really feel motivated to make videos. But now I'm back. I also wanted to take this time to thank everyone who has been watching my videos. What really inspired this video was just that I was thinking Blackpink and, one day they have to disband. Honestly, I was just thinking about it because I highly doubt that all 4 of the members are going to resign. I also wanted to talk a little bit about YG's upcoming girl group and what the future might look like for the members when they eventually go solo. Disclaimer: this is in no way a hate video directed towards Blackpink. The girls are fine. All of my arguments and points really have to do with YG as a company. So without further ado, let's get into this video. First things first, let's talk about YG's new upcoming girl group. All his girl groups before have been hits, and I feel like in a way he's getting a little cocky and wants to, in a sense, replace Blackpink like how they did 21. Their goal is likely to create a girl group and get them up to Blackpink's level in a lesser amount of time so that they can have a new cash cow, because it's very unlikely that all 4 of the Blackpink members are going to re-sign with YG. The idol world is very competitive, and I wouldn't be surprised if YG was using this new girl group to threaten Blackpink in a sense. As in, hey, we can replace you with younger girls who might have even trained longer than they did. I do feel bad for this new girl group already, and it's mostly because I fear what Blinks will do once they debut. There are really only 3 possible scenarios I see. One is they debut this new girl group while Blackpink is still under contract or still active, and they turn all their attention to the new girl group and leave Blackpink in the dungeon longer than usual. 2, the new girl group debuts right after Blackpink disbands, and with both of those scenarios, I feel like the new girl group would be blamed and get tons of hate from Blinks because they are a pretty massive fan base. Or 3, they can coexist peacefully, which is every bit of unrealistic, considering this is YG. As of right now, all we know about this group is basically that their name is BabyMonster. People have also speculated that it's going to be a 6-member girl group, ages ranging from the 2000 line clean until 2005. This undebuted group has been talked about for quite a while now, and we still have not seen any information from them or about them from YG, so I'm predicting that they are not going to debut until 2023. Side note, I also want to talk about how some people wish Blackpink never debuted under YG, as in same lineup, same everything, just under a different company. Because some people make the counter argument that Blackpink would not be as popular as they are now if they weren't under a big 3 company. In all honesty, I think both sides are correct to a certain extent. If Blackpink was under a smaller company, I do think all the girls were destined to be stars, but it definitely would have taken a lot longer for them to get to the place that they are right now. Like, D4 probably would have hit 1 billion views way later, and they probably wouldn't have performed at Coachella until after COVID. I know YG has a new CEO right now, but they did this song and charade with 21 as well. It's unrealistic to think he's not making any decisions for what's going on in YG currently. Another reason why I want them to leave is because YG in the past has taken no steps to actually protect the members of Blackpink. Jennie got hated on like crazy, and YG did not make any statements, nor did I ever hear them coming after any sort of internet trolls. Lisa also gets hated on simply for being Thai. I also remember at one point people were saying Rosé can't sing, and people were mad at Jisoo for not being able to speak English. Like, listen to that. A South Korean woman born in South Korea not being able to speak English. That should not be a drag. Next up, one thing I fear, and I do mean fear, when Blackpink disbands is the solo stans. I've said this before in one of my previous videos, but in a way I do feel like YG plays into the solo standing a lot. Just by constantly seeing the girls separated in, say, advertisements, fashion shows, etc., it becomes very easy for fans to pit the girls against each other. And on top of that, the girls don't even follow each other on Instagram. I'm assuming that's a YG thing, to give the girls a you can't sit with us vibe. Because let's be honest, if you've known someone for 6+ years, odds are you would follow them on Instagram, especially because they're friends. I'm not trying to say the girls shouldn't have any sort of solo activity. However, I do feel like whenever we see Blackpink like as a group and all together, it almost lessens the like hardness of solo stands. That's the only way I know how to put it. I have a ton more reasons why I hate YG and want Blackpink to leave, but I don't want this video to get too long. So now I'm going to talk about their potential solo careers after disbandment. First up, I have Jennie. So personally, I think Jennie will stop like making music for some time and really just fade away from the idol scene as a whole to really like focus and work on herself. I'm sure the massive hate train definitely took its toll on her, and I kind of want to do a video about it. Personally, I think for a good 2 years, she's just gonna be doing like internet content, mostly like YouTube videos and like Instagram posts. But personally, I think she's the most likely to re-sign with YG only because she's been under them the longest out of all the girls. In all honesty, I don't want her to, but I get the impression that she might hate how she's managed, but she might not want to start over at a new company. Like, she's been under YG for so long, I'm sure she understands all of YG's inner workings, and with her being under YG for so long, I'm sure she's accumulated some sort of power and or status within YG, the company, and she might not be willing to start over under a new label. Honestly, we never know, because Jennie was kind of marketed to be the next CL in the very beginning. She might take notes from CL and actually just leave YG straight away. Next up, we have Lisa. So obviously, she is going to do something more dance-based. I can honestly see her being on even more shows like Youth With You and seeing other sides of her until she really figures out what she wants to do as a solo act. I wouldn't be surprised if Lisa became a choreographer, just because back when they were trainees, she said she had to come up with, a new dance once a week or something like that. I think she actually has a gift for teaching people, like, how to dance, just by seeing her on Youth With You. So I would love to see her just, like, conduct dance classes, like, all around Asia, really, like Thailand, Korea, Japan, China, all of that. Because for some reason, I don't see her making a lot of music in the future after Blackpink. I think she will drop songs here and there, but literally, I don't know what that would sound like. Like, I haven't even heard her write her own, like, lyrics. Moving on to Jisoo. So personally, I think that if she does re-sign with YG, it's going to be as an actor. Even though she has a really stable, lovely voice, I don't see her making a lot of music later on after they disband, only because she first came to YG as an actor and then got trained in, becoming an idol for like music and such. Sometimes we end up reverting back to the things that made us happy when we were younger, and I think acting was the first thing for her, but she doesn't want to completely abandon Blackpink like that. But out of all the girls, I think she has a personality that could really suit being in like those talk shows, whether she be hosting or even a guest on the show. But realistically, I don't see her going away from the spotlight altogether. Lastly, we have Rosé. I think she is a music monster. Literally, it's been mentioned so many times how much she clearly loves music. Like, I think Teddy said that she would spend full nights in the studio. And then when she was a trainee, she said she absolutely loved being surrounded by music all the time. When she was a kid, she played the piano and would sing until 1 in the morning? Rosé clearly takes music very seriously. And I would love to see and hear her work with other producers outside of YG to really find her sound and not necessarily just put her voice over one of Teddy's beats, if that makes sense. With all that being said, there's no way in hell Rosé is re-signing with YG. I see her signing with either Hybe labels, P Nation, or even a Western label. I can see her making an effort to move into the Western market as a solo act. She has the looks, the talent, the voice. All she really needs is proper management. I predict her first year out of Blackpink, she's gonna drop a full project. Anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Come